So when we were out in Hawaii, I picked up these Ohana pickles at a farmer's market, the Kaka'ako farmer's market, and since we've been home, we pretty much have eaten up the whole bucket. So I want to replenish it using the same brine that was in there. So I put the brine in another receptacle while I cut up pretty much the same kinds of veggies that were in it to begin with, like a Maui onion, some cucumber. I did have a daikon radish. Initially, it had green papaya and some other things, cauliflower. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that up. Again, core out that center part, and then you have your little bits that you can just cut up real easy. And so I just layered them back into the bucket after I washed it and cleaned it out. So you can do this with any brine. If they're not fermented pickles, okay? So vinegar kind of based pickles, it's nice because you just top off with a little more vinegar. If you think it needs a little more salt, add that too. So with the daikon radish, you're just peeling it, cutting it however you want. So I usually cut it in half and then into little slices, and I'm gonna layer that in too. So the bucket now has cucumber, cauliflower, and daikon radish. If you're making just pickles, you can just do cucumber, do carrots, whatever it is you want. And then I just poured the brine with everything that was left over back into my little bucket. Just pour it all back in there. And what happens with brine is the vegetables will release liquid, so it's less salty and less vinegary. So you want to add more vinegar, you want to add more salt. With natural fermentation, you don't want to mess with that too much. You're going to do another brine and add that. But here, you can just pop it in, add a little vinegar. The reason I didn't top it off completely is when I pushed the bucket down, it wanted to come out. So I just put enough to not have a lot of spillage. And then just put it back in your fridge, for maybe a week, because this is going to take a little bit longer since it's not as strong. It has been watered down by the veggies that were in there before. And it looks so pretty. So yeah, I put it up, a week later. I made some huli chicken, and this was perfect with it. So I just got some veggies in there. Always use a clean tool to get your veggies out, and it was good to go.